In the next couple of videos, we will recreate this logo I called Farm Fresh.
This video is brought to you by EpiPies Academy.
It may seem like a lot of work at first sight, but you'll see that it's actually pretty easy if you're using the right techniques. Again, let me break this logo down for you. First of all, we got this base shape here that is repeated a couple of times. We got this ribbon down here, the flower-like shape down here, and of course the typography. So I guess we will start with the base shape, and trust me, you'll be surprised that we'll not create it with the pen tool, but with a single line. Yes, a single line. We won't touch any other shape tool. So let's get cracking. Okay, first I'll grab the line segment tool, and I'll click somewhere here on the artboard. In this dialog box, I will make it 200 points long and set the angle value to 40 degrees. So what we get is a nice slanted line. And what I want to do now is to make it a bit wavy, so to speak. And for that, let me grab the Convert Anchor Point. And holding down the Shift key, let me click and drag the top anchor point to the right. Just like so. Not too much, but significantly. And I'm going to do the same with the bottom anchor point. Just like so. What we get is a nicely curved line, which we will reflect right now. So, making sure it's selected, I'm going to grab the Reflect tool and Alt-click on the top anchor point. I want to make sure I'm reflecting it vertically, and I'm going to click Copy. Now, what I get is an exact reflected copy of the wave. Now I just need to join these two anchor points to complete the shape. Okay, so this line, as you probably noticed, is actually 1/4 of our base shape. So to complete it, we just need to reflect this line just a couple more times. But first, let me rotate this shape by 45 degrees. Just like so. And now I can grab the Reflect tool, Alt-click on the top anchor point, and again, reflect it vertically and hit Copy. Now I will join these two anchor points. Okay, to finish the base shape, I still need to reflect this new shape we created. So, making sure the whole shape is selected, I will grab the Reflect tool again and Alt-click on any of the bottom anchor points. And now I want to reflect the shape horizontally, hit Copy, and now I want to join these anchor points and these anchor points as well. And voila! Wasn't that easy? Okay, now I want to duplicate this shape, but I want to make it slightly smaller at the same time. So how can I do that? Anyone? Yes, I'm going to use the Scale tool. So, I will make sure the shape is selected, grab the Scale tool and hit Enter. And I want to scale it down horizontally to 96% and vertically to 98%. And I want to hit Copy. I also want to make sure that the new shape is on top, so I will go to Object, Arrange, Bring to Front. Now, why did I scale the object not proportionately? Well, you can see now that if I make the bottom shape black and the newly created one white, thanks to that not proportional scaling, I get this sort of irregular inner shadow effect. Pretty neat, huh? Now, what's left for us to do is to copy and scale the bottom shape again. But this time, I want to scale it down proportionately to 90%. And again, I want to bring this to front and make it black as well. Okay, and now the ribbon. the ribbon, to tell you the truth, is even easier to create. I will start with creating a rectangle that is, say, 480 wide and maybe 80 high. Now I will position it right here, and I want to make sure that everything aligns perfectly, so I will grab everything, and in the control panel I will align everything to center, just like so. Okay, I think it's time we started to add some colors to our design. I want you to see the ribbon a bit better, so I'll give it a nice orange fill from the colors that I've prepared a bit earlier. Okay, now I'll just grab the rectangle, and holding down the Shift and the Alt keys, I'll push it a bit up, so I get a nice clone of the rectangle. Now I'll just simply, with the Direct Selection tool, grab these opposite anchor points, make the Scale tool active, and hit Enter. Now if I decrease the Uniform Scale value, you can see that I'm bringing the anchor points closer together. Just like so. Okay. Of course, I need to send this guy back, so I'll just go to Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Quick note here, guys. When arranging objects, I always use the shortcuts. I think I never go to Object Arrange. The shortcuts that control the object's arrangements are the ones that I think you should really learn. But back to our logo. Now that the rectangle is sent to back, I want it to be significantly darker because it will be the shade of the ribbon. So I'll choose this brown color, or maybe dark orange. And I still need to adjust these top two anchor points, so I'll bring them just a bit down. Okay, to finish the ribbon, I will grab the first rectangle and, holding down the Shift and the Alt keys, make a clone copy of it and bring it up just a bit. I also want to be a bit wider, so in the control panel I will make sure that my transformation origin point is set to center, and I'll make the width value a bit bigger. Do something like that. Okay. Now I will give this rectangle a slightly darker orange fill and send it all the way to the back. Now we're starting to see that it actually is going to be a ribbon, right? But we're not quite done yet. I will now, with the bottom rectangle still selected, go to Object, Path, Add Anchor Points. What it did is it doubled the amount of anchor points, and now we can, with again the Direct Selection tool, grab these two opposite ones. Again, go to the Scale tool, hit Enter, and scale them down to about 92 or 93%. Whatever looks better for you. And there we go. We got the ribbon created. We're still lacking this bottom shape that looks like a leaf cut from a flower. And, of course, the typography. And we will do all that in the next video.